to you live from a great place. They associate my name with a great face. I got that kind of bread with that fresh baked taste. It ain't a lot of rappers in the same space. I'm G-O-A-T. You know my people are too woke. They put me up with 2 P-A-C. I'm not afraid no more, I don't run. But if I never was, this wouldn't be no fun. So I'm Kanye Seni, yeah. Sebum Yameni, yeah. I'm Sabi Segi, yeah. I'm Sabalegi, yeah. I'm Kanye Seni, yeah. Pumim Yameni, yeah. Sabi segi yes, ang sabalegi yes. Kosisigele zinja zami Saluthethelele nezitha zami Sebekhuluphele bebedla ngami Cela impumelelo bayibone ngami Kosisigele zinja zami Saluthethelele nezitha zami Sebekhuluphele bebedla ngami Mase ngiphumelele bazozwa ngami Angikhanyiseni yeah Sebum Nyameni yeah Angisabi segi yeah Angisabalegi yeah Angikhanyiseni yeah Phumem Nyameni yeah Yeah Angisabi segi yeah Angisabalegi yeah Billion Babethi impumelelo iphunyukile bengabona ukuthi wami umkhuleko ukhuphukile buka manje sengibuyile nami zami seyivukile sihlakulile lamaphupho yiko manje sesivunile I came alive. Call me right now on 068-041-8662. That's 068-041-8662. Talk to Maraza on stream. They thought I was dead, so how could I believe it? How could I be running up the streets that night? How could I even be flying up to reach that height? Ay, manje ngikagazile ngathi ngipiko go bebe funa ngifukuza ziliko go bonke abathakathi bathi ngwinilo so vuka njalo ekseni ngidlibilibo Kosisigele zinja zami Saluthethelele nezitha zami Sebekhuluphele bebedla ngami Mase ngiphumelele bazozwa ngami Angikhanyiseni yeah Sebum Nyameni yeah Angisabi segi yeah Angisabalegi yeah Angikhanyiseni yeah Phumem Nyameni yeah Phumem Nyameni yeah Angisabi segi yeah Angisabalegi yeah Billion Wangena umalume awungeke balunge awubheka umlilo ngiyawuphemba ngibapheke ngibephule ngumpethe kulomculo ikhehle lemkhulu nina nibomama niphilela uthethe mna nirapha kakhulu khumbula ngisakhula umkhulu ekhulekela ikhaya elikhulu ngakhula ngayikhomba egoli ngikhanukela ukhafula bengihleka bethi ayinkhulu bengenayo i-apple abazi ngatshala isithelo sengilenda isihlahla sikhulu finally years later my raps are a movement I'm denying you damn haters the chance to rebuke it I'm building this music look I'm spitting the blueprint of killing cats is a language let's have a chat cause I'm fluent nina nisapusha my label mina ngiphandela ukwakha isibaye esikhulu ipifos ngayihlephula ngizoqhutha impiko ze-Red Bull mafasa uplug ngitshontsha ama-cable webaba we Kosisigele zinja zami Saluthethelele nezitha zami Sebekhuluphele bebedla ngami Mase ngiphumelele bazozwa ngami Angikhanyiseni yeah Sebum Nyameni yeah Angisabi segi yeah Angisabalegi yeah Angikhanyiseni yeah Phumem Nyameni yeah Angisabi segi yes Angisabalegi yeah Coming to you live from a great place They associate my name with a great face I got that kind of bread with that fresh baked taste It ain't a lot of rappers in the same space. I'm GOAT. You know, my people are too woke. They put me up with 2 PAC. I'm not afraid no more. I don't run. But if I never was, this wouldn't be no fun. So I'm Kanye Sani, yeah. Step on your man, yeah. I'm Sabi Segi, yeah. I'm Sabale, yeah. I'm Kanye Sani, yeah. Put me on your man, yeah. I'm Sabi Segi, yes. I'm Sabale, yeah. We are live. Call me right now on 068 041 8662. That's 068 041 8662. Talk to Maraza on screen. Exactly. That is exactly what you can do right about now. Definitely do hit me up. I'm keen to talk to you. Sanbona nonke babugel kuba kumpa mana mhlaba. Usho khona lapho kufada uBaraza ke aka Siphamandla kaMhlogo. So khona lapho ke istega ufada bayishika jala. Ethi angisabaleki. Akasabaleki umfada. Yasi ke lapho ke ukhozi FM ngaba I'm so ready. I'm ready. Fana qashani kwahleni. Ngiqashi phela. Ngiqasha. Big shout out to everyone who's tuned in right now. I see you all on Facebook. I see you on YouTube. I see you on Periscope via Twitter. I see you on Twitch. It's looking really, really tasty today. I'm looking forward to having this conversation with you guys. Shout out to all those that are already in the chat already. Umaiza was first in line in the chat. He said, fire. Kent Rue is like, Raza, what's going on, my man? What's going on? Great hit at Maraza MC, says Bianca Cosba. Thank you so much. I thoroughly appreciate that. Ngiyabonga. Moonlit. Obvious. Isn't just a game. These are my regulars. I should actually have your guys' numbers. In fact, all my regulars, we've been talking for a while. As we usually do on the From Boys to Men. It is episode 7, the last one for Feb, but only the beginning for the rest of our lives on the stream right here. So my regulars, please hit me up. If you are a regular, Moonlit, I forget your names until I see them. Tulani Tools Mbenge, let's go champ, what's good? Your music heals, bro, says Simpiwe and Jomane wakamhlongo. Pepe lazitho aduka imnyanya akathi kwesini watholakala. Oh Pepe lisalikaze tsheni ngoba nakhe saba mazolo ngithi.
Uqeke uyaphila nkabi.
Nazoke. You're live. Call me right now on 068 041 8662. That's 068 041 8662. Talk to Maraza on stream. Indeed, you can do that. Hit me up 068. It's in it. We are live. Call me right now on 068 041 8662. That's 068 041 8662. Talk to Maraza on stream. Hit me up right now. Umanga bungenayo airtime. To all my regulars, if you don't have the airtime and you have something to share, we're talking about something that is very dear to my heart, part of the inspiration behind my new single, Angisabaleki. If there's something you'd love to add, send me a please call me on that number. Please call me. I'm not looking at the screen right now, at my phone screen, so you're going to have to tell me, because you know, if it's Texas, I last ning. Come king, I'm your tweeting blind.
Uqeke uyaphila nkabi.
Hapa, shika na camera. Hala. Hapa, upinde. Green. Intermission and shit. We are live. Call.
That was legitness.
Yeah. So, listen, it's a lot. It's a lot. Bounce back. Good music, Young Tune Beats and Maraza killer combo indeed. Bayafa abantu baning futhi. Says Hlumile Mangoloti ikumkani. Hlumile Mangoloti. That's what it's written like in my language. Yaxolisa if I'm mispronouncing it. Tulani Tools says Nazoge. Oh yes, I already read. Oh no, I didn't. Zaikel Mchali says my homie. Kunjan vet. Phuza manzi Raza. Gani. Ukuthatha. This is water. Ukuthi kunombala. Hit me up. Namhlanje, that was Skinny Pace, by the way. All the way from Twitter via Periscope. Namhlanje, I've actually got, if you look here, I've got your icons switched on. So careful what you say. There's no more animosity behind anonymity. Not that there ever was, to be honest. You guys have been the best audience by far. It's the time again, live from China. What's going on, bro? Who is this, man? I really want to know who you are because I obviously can't read. Is that Mandarin or Cantonese? I'm not sure how the characters look, but it's one of the two if you're in mainland China. Mandarin or Cantonese. I can't read it. I wish I could. And also, yes, don't touch me. My general knowledge is too much. My general knowledge is too much. Don't even begin. All right? 30 seconds and I'm not in your team. You must know. It's over. And particularly if you pair me with my significant other. Abantu abafuna ukudlala nathi. Because when we do it, we do it. All right. Namhlanje, big shout out to, by the way, Geleza Nathi. Let's do this right, in fact. Hold on. We are live. Call me right now on 068 041 8662. That's 068 041 8662. Talk to Maraza on stream. Today's episode of From Boys to Men, episode 7 with Maraza, is brought to you by the good folks at Geleza Nathi. For those of you who do not know, Geleza Nathi is a platform on SABC1 efundisa abantu abasha better ways and techniques, and of course just helps them improve their overall abilities academically in high school. So Geleza Nathi airs on SABC1 Mondays to Fridays, 5 to 6 a.m. in the morning. Some of you might know I used to present the show. And I'm so happy that the show is still on air. New fresh blood, taking it even further because what they do is incredibly important to me, even though it's been many years since I was in high school. Many of you who know me very well know that education is very close and dear to my heart. So a platform like Geleza Nathi, where for only the price of a tiny TV license once a year, you can have professional teachers help you with the difficult parts of your study, 5 to 6 a.m. every single Monday to Friday throughout the year, is really incredible. Don't forget, Geleza Nathi is live whenever it's matric exam season, so you can even call in and you can have papers dissected and discussed leading up to you writing the actual exams later on in that day. Not only that, though, Geleza Nathi is more than interested in the... Anyway, Geleza Nathi is more than interested in your overall high school life. So that's why they've started their pages at GN_SABC1 on Twitter and at Geleza Nathi _SABC1 on Instagram. Check them out. They've got great lifestyle content for young people, particularly in high school. And of course, teachers also provide the content you expect from them, which is tutorship and study assistance, right whenever you need it on demand online. Every single Monday at 6 p.m., you can check out a daily or a weekly vlog from me. It's called Monday Motivation with Maraza. Mondays at 5 p.m. 5:30 p.m. Every single Monday, I upload a vlog exclusively on Geleza Nathi's Instagram page. So do check them out. Follow them. Tell them Maraza sent you. Sabonga for this conversation in Namhlanje. So it all started with I released my song. Excuse me. I released my song, and before I get into that, I want to show you what's going on here. I don't know. Oh my God. Amanda Ndlovu waku Facebook ngiyakublocker. Hello. Okay, let me actually read it out to you. These spammers. Hello, Rindas. I'm sharing this testimony because I'm so happy. I thank Mama Tina. I thank Mama Tina. 67 blah 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 for the great things she has done in my life. After 6 years of marriage, me and my husband, it's actually supposed to be my husband and I. If you're going to be spamming people with advertising fake witch doctors, you better make sure that your grammar is correct. Plus, Geleza Nathi's English FAL lessons are available every single week. My husband and I had been into one quarrelsome marriage until he finally left me and moved to Durban to be with another woman. I felt like my life was over and my kids thought they would never see their father again.
I tried to be strong just for the children, but I could not control the pain and the tormented on my heart. My heart was filled with sorrows and pain because I was really in love with my husband. Every day and night, I would think of him and always wish he would come back to me. I was really upset and I needed help. So I searched for help online and I came across a website that suggested that Mama Tina can help me get X back fast than even expected. So I felt I should give her a try. I contacted her. She told me that what to do and I did it. And then she did it. I did it. Then she did made as I am not making this up. Yes, the accent is false, but the text is exactly the same. I contacted her and she told me what to do and I did it. Then she made a spiritual love bind prayer for me. 28 hours later. Why 28? Why is it a day and 2 hours? Why is it a day and 4 hours specifically? What the hell? 28 hours later, my husband really called me and told me that he misses me and the kids so much. So amazing. All right, let's dissect that. So, I always say that this is from boys to men. The focus of this stream is for me and other grown young men to share information, share teachings with each other. This does not mean this stream is not for women. In fact, it is because of women, it is because of our sisters, it is because of what they go through every single day that I decided to start this. So this is me and my brothers having a structural conversation, building each other up so that you, my sister, can feel a lot safer one day when you're roaming these incredibly dangerous streets of South Africa, so that you can start feeling a little bit safer than you currently do, because you do not feel safe and I do not blame you. I don't have the energy to, or the capability, or the heart to go around getting rid of every single man who hurts a woman and a child, who rapes a woman and a child. And the best I can do is try and give to the generation of men that I'm a part of and the ones coming after. There are a lot of lies we tell each other as homies, and this stream is about dispelling them, encouraging the righteous things that we do, and pointing out the evil that we have convinced each other is okay. So, it is important for my sisters to watch this stream, because having a conversation about women without involving women is one of the dumbest things that has surprisingly been going on for a very long time in world governments, in world organizations, in community leadership for a very long time during human history. So it's very important for me, Uguti, if you are out there and you're a sister, you join this conversation. I appreciate you being here. And that's why I want to address this. This is very important, and this is a lesson for not just the sisters, but also for the brothers who this stream is tailored to teach. All right? So we need you sisters to be here to help me teach us. Help us teach ourselves what's right. Because, I only know so much. The true people who know what's really right for us to do to a woman is you guys. Now, first of all, let's say this was true. My sister, you are far better. And you are worth a lot more. If you were a dedicated wife, if you were a dedicated mother, you deserved a man who would be just as dedicated. You deserved a man who would not leave you for something he supposedly already has. Let's say he does leave and you use witchcraft to get him back and he comes back. That man, my dear sister, is not back for you. That man is back for the woman who gave you those spells. That man is not back to be with the wife he has now realized that he loves. That man is back to be with whatever spiritual thing that you are using to call him back and make and cloak yourself and disguise yourself as something you feel like he was looking for that you didn't have. That's assuming that this is true, which it isn't. Ugogo wami ube isangoma. Ugogo wami used to turn people back. Ugogo wami there would be people who come in and Ugogo wami would ask them, have you been tested? For what? For tuberculosis and HIV. They came with money, ready to hear whatever she says and take that as the gospel truth in exchange for their money. But ugogo wami never preyed on the vulnerabilities of people. And that is what disappoints me so much about the African medicine scene these days. There are too many chance takers. More of the people who claim are healers are actually not. There's more fake healers than there are original healers. And if you think this means that I'm looking down on African tradition, you're not very bright, because I just said ugogo wami was a healer. A genuine one. Loved her to bits. Rest in peace, Maltuli. Lapho ukhona. And so when I see things like these, it really upsets me, because I've seen what a real healer can do. Besihlupheka ekhaya. Besihlupheka. Ugogo wami could cure illnesses, many of them. She did not want to try and cure HIV and tuberculosis because the risks for that were too high, and she felt that the Western traditional medicine system was the better way to go about it. And she has some great immune boosters, which if you research the herbs she was using, you could find them in most medicines. So mangabe abantu beqamba manga bedlala ngeingane zakithi thiwe hayi yabona njengoba ushiwe indoda wena. No, the problem is not him, it's you. So me, I'm gonna fix you with this spell and then take your money. It's disgusting. It is truly disgusting. So now Koga, Amandla Ndlovu, tshela lo mama umhambayo ukuthi sesenze njalo. Sixolela. On to the chats. Prayer, I've been reporting those people since day one. Go ahead. Go get it, Munlit. Maraza, I'm Langeli Hleptelezi, watching from the University of Johannesburg APK campus. I'm so much addicted to the stream. I miss the Maraza experience at ABC. What's going on, Langeli? That's OG status right there. Ngiyabonga mfowethu, it is an honor to have you here. Or Tatewethu. I'm not going to assume your gender. But shout out, man. Thank you. This is a very healthy addiction. I appreciate that. I hope you have good Wi-Fi there. Simple Mhlongo says it's witchcraft. Of course. Ubtagati. DJ Leza says, Geleza Nati doing the things. Geleza Nati is doing the things. You see how I promote these things? Come on now. Beseguti, what's the number? I want to call in. The Big Zeal on air. Oh my God. Sorry, I just saw this. We are live. Call me right now on 068 041 8662. That's 068 041 8662. Talk to Maraza on stream. Woo! If the Big Zeal calls me right now, I'm going to lose my marbles. For any of you who might not know, the Big Zeal is just amazing, right? He is a radio DJ whom I watched build himself up from a small community station to the national broadcaster. We are live. Call me right now on 068 041 8662. That's 068 041 8662. Talk to Maraza on stream. Indeed. So, one of my biggest supporters in the industry. One of my biggest supporters. I thoroughly appreciate, having people like that who are in positions of power, who see that as an opportunity to spread a bit of power to others as well. A really genuine guy, I've even let him down a couple of times with my inconsistencies over the years. Anxiety has been playing with me for a long time, boys and girls. All right. So while we wait for the big Zil to call in, very powerful, Bra Maraza. Bless you, Bra. Thank you so much. Chayinga says Chayinga in there. And then, I think it's Chayinga Alpha Lonwabo. The Collective says, Yo, Coco was a legend, man. We need more of those in SA, especially those who understand that there's a space for both Western and traditional medicine in this universe, especially once you factor in it's all based off essentially the same things. I don't believe in anything I don't believe you can cure my cold. Okay. I think this might be him. You're live with Maraza on the Grassroots, episode 7. Someone.
Yo, Maraza.
It's the Big Zilone!
How you doing, bro?
I'm all right, man. Kunjani?
It's been a long time. Just want to send a shout out to you and say I started following your podcast from last week.
Yes.
And you're doing a great job, bro. You're doing a great job.
Oh, bro, thank you so much.
I'm sure there's a lot of us learning from you. Especially, I want to note out that a couple of years ago,
yes,
Google put out an article
mm-hmm.
that said, as Africans, we don't create content.
Wow.
We consume content.
Yes.
And
yes.
When you are benchmarking and you're looking at what's happening in the world, you will realize that people are doing and creating content from everywhere they can. And that's exactly what you're doing.
Yes,
you're doing
sir.
great, my brother.
Yes, sir.
We're learning from what you're doing. And we're learning from the content you're delivering. It's something different. It's something important. Right now, a lot of young people are not having guidance.
Yes.
And that's what you're bringing right now.
Thank you so much, Putwami. I want you to know there's you and a handful of others who you absolutely do not underestimate what I'm saying to you now. You have a stamp in whatever I am on this live stream, whatever I am in these podcasts. You are one of the core inspirations for it. Because I don't know if you remember the conversation we had a very long time ago, and I met you and we started speaking. And you told me you were a presenter on, I found out that you were a presenter on Barberton. And I was just like, wait, why are you not at such and such a thingy right now? And you said, your time is coming and you worked hard towards it. And it eventually came. But what I saw there in the beginning is you are only just a slightly improved version of the Big Zil that I met in Barberton. You were always this great. And for me, when I looked at it, I was like, okay, cool. Shooting Nami, if I can find my voice and find my space, I can maintain that thing and take it all the way to the top because Oputuzil has already done it right in front of me. Ngiyabonga for inspiring me. And thank you for calling me today, man.
Awesome stuff. Thank you so much, my brother. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much. I will, man. Oh, man. That is the Big Zil right there. You cannot understand how I feel right now. You will not understand how I feel right now, man. However many people are watching is not as important right now as what has just happened. The fact that the people who are watching are engaged. And I can't believe the Big Zil said, we are learning from you. I don't know whether it's just he's a very humble man, but it's probably just humility. I don't think there's more for him to learn from me. But I'm gonna try and live up to that one, my brother. I'm gonna try and earn it. I don't feel like I have, but I appreciate you planting the seed to encourage me to become good enough to say yes. I think I can teach 1% to you. It's gonna take a while, but you've just given me the fuel to try. I appreciate that. Back to the chats. All right. This chat it's bigger than me. Even though I really feel like this is my moment right now. Yeah, the woman in me is coming out in full force today. All right. So Maraza mfowethu ngikukhonzile kakhulu. I think Zama Mia ngiyabonga for Jamloot Entertainment. Ogala, I hope you learned a couple of herbs mixing to pass on to your kids. Let me tell you, indlebe angibheki. Mawuphethwe indlebe, khohlwa. Indlebe, inyongo, umkhuhlane, khohlwa. Angibheki. Shaba nami. Yeah, ngiyaqeda yonke le nto. You are a genius, says Masixole Ganjo. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll try, but I think there's also still a lot for me to learn. I'm just happy we're learning together. What's the topic for today so that I invite people? DJ Laza SA, the topic is, what fears have held you back? And if they did hold you back, are they still holding you back now? If they're no longer holding you back now, what did you do to overcome those fears? I'm going to get started right now and start sharing one of my fears with you guys. Growing up, so I obviously moved. Some people who know me know that I literally changed schools 10 times. I went to 2 schools twice in different years. So I went to the school, left, went to others, came back to that school. Went to the school, left, went to others, came back to that school as well. This was in primary school as well as in high school. So I'd say it's about 8 schools all in all. Let's see. Mhlanga Primary, where I started, Port Danford, the PD. Zetatele Primary, Mlamlankunzi Station, Orlando. Then back to Mhlanga Primary School as my third change. And then Kantai High School, where I started high school and dropped out because we no longer had a place to stay. When I was talking about it last week, I was saying I was in a child-headed household. My big sister was essentially my mother, but at that time she needed a mother herself. She was 14, if not 15. And she eventually fell pregnant when we were in grade 8. Having to raise me held her back so much. She's a good 5 years older than me, but eventually, due to me also skipping classes, we're eventually in the same grade together. And she gave up a lot to try and raise me. So that's another reason why it's so important for me to have this stream, because I know what can happen when I know what can happen to a man who meets selfless women while he's a boy. And not all of us grow up to appreciate that. I want to spread that appreciation. So I'm not saying that men who are bad didn't have the love of a woman. They did. They just don't appreciate it. So went to Kantai High School. And from Kantai High School, went to Donald Secondary, the very first time I'd ever been to a multiracial school. After that, went to Gauteng College. And from Gauteng College, went to ABC Academy. And from ABC Academy, went back to Gauteng College again. I forgot another high school in there. I forgot in Mbuyiselo. And there's one more. I forgot. So throughout that whole experience, I was very afraid of being my true self, because I think I realized early on that, okay, cool, so I don't have a lot of time with these people, and I'd really like for people to like me. It's safer. No one punches you in the face for no reason if they like you. So you become exactly what you think they will like in the quickest time possible, because you don't want to take the 2 years it's going to take for you to be awkward and for them to finally understand what type of person you are, and then be friends with you from grade 10 all the way through high school, because I never had the luxury of staying at one school for longer than 2 years. So I was very self-conscious of never being enough. I was never enough. And I was always the smartest kid in class, and also the youngest kid in class. And the older kids, the bullies, those kids. Those kids who are like, manje nawe njalo uhlezi uphakamisa. Manje njalo now, the teacher is asking a question, no one else is answering it. So I'm just like, no? Okay. The quadratic sequence. That's the answer. And they would get mad at you because somehow you answering these questions correctly makes them seem inadequate. And most of those, 80% of them, was the guys, and the other 20% were always the hot girls. The hot girls in high school. the ones that don't pay attention to their studies would get so pissed off when I am doing what is expected of me. We are in a school environment. We're expected to learn. I am showcasing that I have learned. So baba ngizonda, and they would get pissed. And I was afraid of that rejection. I was afraid of being seen as the traitor. It was the equivalent of being a snitch. Oh, you're making the class look bad. So we must all group up in stupidity. If you're the only shining example of what hard work and study can produce, then you are the one who's wrong, even though we're in a school. So I started to shut down. I closed myself off. I answered less and less. I studied less and less. I went from being the kid that went through 4 grades in 2 years to being the average student in matric when I knew I was well beyond that. In my final year, my teacher hated me. My class teacher hated me because they had seen that I was actually brilliant. But I started associating with the crowd because I was afraid to be different. I was very afraid to be different. And that held me back. I had been offered a scholarship at the Hewlett's Sugar Mill. I was going to be able to study there. I was right after high school. If I'd maintained my marks, I was going to be able to go and I blew that because I was afraid. Let's go into the chats and see what you guys are saying. The Collective says, yo, I have this massive fear of being ridiculed, especially when it comes to my music. Yep. I feel like people won't see it how I do. I got so bad that I couldn't shoot a video for my song last year, bro. I know exactly what you mean. That's The Collective on YouTube. Funny thing is, I don't know why I'm so afraid. Maybe it's because the music is probably how I express my vulnerabilities, and them seeing that means seeing me. My God! The Collective. Go to Pixel Tone, Uti. Anxiety slows you down. It's bad if you're not careful. It stops greatness in its tracks. Hell yes. Hell yes. However successful you might think I am right now, I will guarantee you I am capable of being a lot more successful. Whatever success you think I have, however you rate me, I am capable of being even higher than that. But I didn't meet that potential because of anxiety. I didn't meet that potential because of fear. Sometimes I'm afraid to answer the phone. Don't know why. To the untrained eye, it might just seem like that doesn't make sense. And it's very difficult for anyone to understand it. For anyone who doesn't have depression and anxiety to that degree, it's very difficult for anyone else to understand it. And for me, it makes me feel very inadequate. It makes me feel like I'm lazy. A lot of people have actually said, yo, Maraza is just lazy. That's the only thing holding him back. And I was just like, oh man, I'm too afraid to even explain it to you. Because talking about anxiety, my anxieties used to give me anxiety. You know, I go for days not leaving the house. I talk about that all the time on the stream. Part of the reason why this is so important to me. This is my connection to the outside world. And I love you all. You guys, The Collective, Pixel Tone, DJ Laza, Jamlud, Nomhlongo, all of you guys, and so many more, Moonlit as well. So many more of you, Pixel Tone, you've been here before. So many more of you who are not online right now today have become regulars here, and it feels like I'm hanging out with friends. And it's surprisingly therapeutic. That's why I wanted to talk about this today. I wanted to talk about our fears. You know, fears hold people back from a lot. Keleza Nati earlier today on Twitter, they were talking about how not just, now we're just talking about internal fears. Fears that we internalize ourselves. Mostly us being afraid of our own potential greatness. That's how I see it. That's what we're mostly talking about today. Geleza Nati was actually talking about actual real life fears. Where I remember there was a situation back in my old high school at Darnell Secondary where some guy, there was a local thug, Kamalaka Gundane, and Gundane stabbed someone in the eye right after school. Gundane had been a student at that high school, Darnell Secondary, and he went very wayward, and had a fight with some dude and stabbed him in the eye. That guy and his sister, they all had to leave. Oh, Abasemandin. They had to leave. And they left because of fear. He had already been stabbed in the eye. Now it's like, as a parent, are you going to send your kid back to that place where someone has literally tried to kill them? And what about your daughter? Now that her big brother is not in school because he has to be in hospital for quite a few weeks because they've poked his eye out, who's going to be protecting your daughter if no one was protecting your son? So they pulled him out of school. And I was very close with the daughter, so it was painful. But not as painful as it was for them. Uprooting randomly in the middle of the year, trying to find a different school, and then trying to adjust to wherever they are with their curriculum, trying to adjust to the teaching methods of the teachers in that particular school. The teachers trying to figure out what kind of student you are so that they can better help you. The fear for their lives and the fear for their safety terribly hindered their educational progression that year. And it's painful to see. It's painful to see. So that's what Geleza Nati was talking about today. Just like, crime where your school is, and then crime where your home is, and then crime on your route to school and back home. All the actual physical dangers that young people, especially young girls, face. Especially young girls. That is a type of fear that consumes you every morning before you go to school and every afternoon as you leave. It leaves very little time for you to actually be a school kid. Because now you have to combine learning with surviving. It is not fair. It is not fair at all. And even though my song is called Angisabaleki, and I will no longer run from my fears, but if someone is trying to harm you physically, get out of there. Balega, do not think for 1 second that that's what this means. That song is about you no longer running from your own internal fears. External, real world, physical fears, balega, go. Okay.
We are live. Call me right now on 068 041 8662. That's 068 041 8662. Talk to Maraza on stream. Umaraza.
That's exactly what it is. Do hit me up. I'm interested in chatting to you. Let's see what the chat is saying. That's what this entire stream is about. It's not just me yapping and yapping. Uti Ulokungana, the collective. Dude, I didn't even release my second EP after the backlash from the first one. Granted, it wasn't the greatest ish. I'd love to hear your music, collective. I'd love to hear your music and hear what's missing, but I'll tell you now. I have more than 100 unreleased songs. Way more than 100. The reason those songs are not released is because I am afraid. Ngiyasaba ukuhluleka. And joking about it makes it easier to deal with. But it's really true. I dropped Angisabaleki. You know, that song was made in June last year. The song I just dropped now, this one.
Wangena umalume awungeke belunge awubheka umlilo ngiyophemba ngibapheke ngibephule ngumpethe kulamculo ikhehle lemkhulu nina nibomama niphilela uthethe mina nirapha kakhulu khumbula ngisakhula umkhulu ekhulekela ikhaya elikhulu ngakhula ngayikhombe kholi ngikhanukela ukhafula bengihleka bethi ayinkhulu bengenayo i-able abazi ngatshala isithelo sengilinde isihlahla sikhulu. Finally, years later, my raps are a movement. I'm denying you damn haters the chance to rebuke it. I'm building this music. Look, I'm spitting the blueprint. If killing cats is a language, less of a chat cause I'm fluent. Ninanza pusha my label. Mina ngiphandela ukwakha isibaye esikhulu. Ipifo singahle phula.
Ngizoqutha impiko ze-Red Bull.
Mawufasa uplug intshontsha ama-cable. Webaba we. Kosisikelele izinja zami. Cala uthethelele nezitha zami.
That song has been around for a very long time. But everything that's happened in the industry of late has really diminished my confidence, and also then it heightens my anxieties. So I go through a lot of self-doubt. I doubt myself a lot. Finally decided to, I didn't even upload the song on iTunes because I didn't want to release it. I wanted to, but I couldn't. Anyway. All right. MC Savage RSA going back to the chats right now. Remember, you can call me. We are live. Call me right now on 068 041 8662. That's 068 041 8662. Talk to Maraza on stream. Indeed. Do hit me up. If you don't have airtime, send me a please call me. I would love to get in touch with you either way. All right. I want to hear if you have something really good to say. Hit me up. And by really good, I just mean really honest. MC Savage, yo, Maraza. My email is marazalivestream@gmail.com. Siba Lukokwana says, we love you, man. We appreciate your craft, sir. Thank you, Siba, from Facebook. Moonlit says, I've learned to embrace my individuality over time. The saddest thing is some of my teachers never understood me. They just wanted me to be like the other kids. Yes. It is such a terrible thing that happens in, especially, guys, this is going to sound some way, some people, but especially in black schools from poorer neighborhoods. Oh, Tisha, there are a lot of bad students. There are students, I've seen students punch teachers. So those are bad human beings. But I've also seen a lot more teachers take out their frustrations on students like me. Dude, the worst things that I would do in school, the worst things I would do is crack jokes during class. I would catch puns and, I'd sneak in the pun here and there. Nakona, it wasn't that often. But I've still been the victim of a teacher whose marriage is falling apart. Uthisha, ikakhulukazi nje mina lezi ikole engafunda kuzona manami. Uthisha would put the same amount of effort into beating you as they do into teaching you. Kakunothisha wawubona ukuthi lo muntu lo an opportunity to assault a student makes their day. Just shower brutally. I've been beaten by teachers. I was beaten by a teacher so much for being accused of stealing a comb and a nail clipper. So much so that Uma wathatha spam waya esikoleni. Turned out later the truth came out. It wasn't me. And you know what the teacher said? She said, "Sir." So I really think most of us are young fathers, man. Please, Start asserting your kids from a young age. Start teaching your kids their worth and their value from a young age. But also, teach your kids respect from a young age. Teach your little brothers and your sisters respect from a young age. So that you know, if someone does something to your kid and they tell you that they did it to your kid because your kid did ABC, and you know your kid is not capable of that, you don't even need to ask them. Because there are many people, abantu abadala kufanele bahlonishwe, but it doesn't mean that abantu abadala need to be disrespectful anyhow. Respect is still earned. You earn it because you're grown. You keep it because you're respectful. Bese ethi ulokungana unkululeko Masinda. I'm sorry I'm late. Welcome back, bro. Wonder Pizza says, I like the fact that you have created a platform where you are able to talk. Some of us have a lot to say about ourselves, but unfortunately, we have no one to listen, so we get lonely and even worse. Yes, bro. That's true. That's true. Depression and anxiety inspire hardcore isolation. It's terrible. And ironically, that isolation is the thing that makes it worse. Dumsan Musgayis. Sorry, let's check this out. You are live. No Raza. Eswatini wena ikunene uthini mnaka?
Kunjani futhi khuluma nomuzi.
Miyaphila futhi unjani wena?
Hayi siyaphila futhi siyangisiza kakhulu lesihloko lokhuluma ngaso mina kethu.
Yebo futhi.
Kahle ngisala la kutheni labantu abadala they have to respect first. They understand. Uyabona if uhlonipha umntwana wakho ubukelela la ukuthi babe uyahlonipha uma uyahlonipha and then utawenda the same thing because it's my role model kulabantu abethu.
Mfowethu.
Even noma ngabe umntwana bamendene esikhathini ndafika singamtshela baba although yena kuyi ucansi babe yihero angashaya wonke umuntu angadisciplina wonke umuntu understand if you respect abantu the way bafanele baba respect ngakhona I think it's akakhulumeki nje without respect the way afanele respect ngakhona there's no need to try to be the person is not like a punishment, you understand. So it's like umfundisa ukuthi asabe umuntu uyabona abesabe ukuthi because there's a difference between kusaba umuntu and respect, you understand.
Mfowethu
so ngiyabonga futhi wami ngiloko nje nangakusho futhi wami ukuthi if you respect you need to respect first and then the other things will follow.
So wena mfethu usho ukuthi abantu abadala ingane iyafunda. So awuyifundisi ngokuyitshela kuphela, uyifundisa nangokwenza.
Absolutely, but ngetendo takho yabona if you drink alcohol and you send your child to buy alcohol, obvious nomuntu loyo uthi akahamba ayonatha or something.
Exactly. No matter how many times you tell them ukuthi abanganathi batonatha.
Yes, because wena uyanatha and wena you are sending them to buy that alcohol.
Exactly. You're teaching them to drink.
Yeah. So respect it goes a mile away, my guy. If it's to take your head off when you're eating in the table. You understand?
Yes.
Small things like that.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
You don't just buy him. You knock first. And the child will know when you get into the house, you knock first.
Exactly. And those small things are the ones as it sends us abantu abangcono tomorrow.
The things that you understand.
Yeah.
Those small things make you to be a man, you understand?
Yes,
at the end of the day. And they make you to be an example in Palestine.
I agree, my brother.
You understand? So my guy, respect goes a mile away, my guy. And I respect you, my guy. Those things that you talk about every week, they are so inspiration, my guy.
Thank you, brother.
And the Kubega, my guy, whatever people they can say, just know what you have one person to count on.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu mna. Ngiyabonga mna.
No, phambili.
Sengikhalela vele nokuthi Danke mina kasengikhalele nokuthi lapha eSwatini ngive ukuthi vele niyithanza njani ingoma yami lena nje.
Awu ebhuti ngicela ude because first thing you must do when you're coming, just nje, I'll let me and then I'll be there.
Mangize Swaziland, it's a date from now on. Mangize Swaziland, ngiwena ozongisa kushisa nyama best lapho. Sambe sohlala phansi sidle inyama sixoxe.
Number one bhuti wami ngajabula kakhulu.
All right ke mfowethu, ube nobusuku obuhle. Uthe ngikhuluma nobani kanje?
Muzi Mthethwa.
Yes.
On your thing, yabo.
Yeah, I know. Ave ngishesha ukukhohlwa.
Sokuthi ngingalele singisi.
Hayi khuleka uDanset, yes. Yeah. Bonga mina mfowethu. That was Umuzi Mthethwa all the way from Swaziland. Mangabe shoke yena mfowethu uthi inhlonipho iyafundiswa. And this thing ties in so perfectly with fear because abanye abazali nabanye abantu in general, especially thina abantu besilisa, sicabanga ukuthi ukuze umuntu akuhloniphe kufanele umuntu akusabe. That is not respect. That's actually inzondo leyo. Umuntu mangabe kusaba ngeke akudelele. But uzobe ilindile chance. I'll tell you that right now. If someone is afraid of you, they will do everything you want them to do, everything you expect them to do, and they will never cross you until they get a chance to stab you in the back. They will, for as long as they are fearful, they will not do the bad things that you say they mustn't do. However, the day that fear goes away, there's going to be a lot of disrespect pouring out. So, abazali abakhulisa izingane zabo ngokuhlukumeza. Even in high school, man, like I remember bengishawa ke mina mfana high school. Yes. I can't tell you how many times I've been beaten up. There was a guy, Estenga, Donald Secondary. Igama lakhe wayebizwa ngoSathane. Lo mjita lo. Is my grade 9. Or is it my grade 10 year? It's either my grade 9 year or my grade 10 year. This guy, igama lakhe kuthiwa uSathane. He pulls up after school. Ngihambela nabangani bami siyahlekela. Qhamuke mfana mangibambe ngewashing ngeshit. This is a true story. After ngibambe ngewashing and he says, "Indaba ungijwayele kabona." Like, "Ana. What? Nini manje?" Sakhe ngijwayela map tit wena. I'm like, "How fit? Ngize ngihleke do. Ngihleke. Hayibo. Uchaza uthi bese angaze ngikhulume nje nalokukhuluma nawe. Ngishanga nje impama mfana." And then he says, "Mina ube mina namantombazane or something ngahleka. Or I was with some girls kwakhona intombazana ayibizayo mina ngahleka." He was beating me up because I laughed. And I didn't even laugh at him. And he acknowledged it bengahleki yena. But it was like, uhlekelani makukhona mina, uhlekelani makudlula mina. And I said to that guy, "Yo." I said to him, "Ngicela ungangishayi phambi kwabantu." So we went around Danela. Ironically, wangishayela in the town hall that I got married in. Strange. So I got married in that hall many years later, about 10 years later. But back then, it was just outside my high school. So just chilling by the other side of the hall, fair corner. Angifake impam. What ya? Ufunda ukuye kukupapa. And he leaves and I left. I was so afraid of the embarrassment of being beaten up. Ngathi kuya, okay, kulungile, I surrender. Uzongishaya, ngishaye. Just not here. And I don't know what's worse. The fact that I was so self-conscious that I cared more about what people would think of me uma ngishawa phambi kwabo, or that even in grade 10 or 9, I knew ukuthi it's after school, kugcwele umuntu, but no one is going to help me. Instead, bonke bazongihleka. Ngibe ngishawela into engekho. Later on, I became RCL president of that school, and I left still within that year. And as word spread, ukuthi lo mtshito ngishayile, it was just like, how unjalo ke? Unjalo vele uyahlupha. I'm just like, is that supposed to comfort me? I was so incredibly afraid of him. Why mdala ke vele? He was too old for school, let alone me being very young to be in that class that I was in. And I lived in fear for the rest. Every time, you see, if we're changing classes, ngimbona eza in the passage. Sekumele ngiphume mina ngikekele, go take the long way around. That was fear. And fear was controlling how I interacted with my education. Let's see. Mengezi Kumalo says, Raza, boy, I'm sorry, I'm late with these texts. They're about 15 minutes old. I'm feeling like they will never let me be great. This little light that keeps shining on me brings hate. That's one of my bars. Shout out to Wonder Beats. Moonlit says 100. Damn, 100 what? Damn, yeah, I remember you reviewed it on Instagram. ABD. What is that? Please remind me. Jamloot Entertainment. Yo, that is fire. I think that's the song you're talking about. I'm feeling like they will never let me be great. This little light that keeps shining on me brings hate. Hey, I'm feeling like I'm a superstar, but the truth, Baba, is every time I go shoot for stars, they be super far. That's one of my raps. Manito MC, I missed a lot from these Boys to Men episodes, but no stress, I got Wi-Fi now. You also said you'd take me to your studio last year. You probably forgot. I did. Manito, please send me an SMS now. We are live. Call me right now on 068 041 8662. That's 068 041 8662. Talk to Maraza on stream. Yebo, please, if you can call me, call me. If you can't, just send me a please call me or a text. And then immediately after this, just keep calling me until I do it. I'm really forgetful. I still have every intention of bringing you here. We have a lot to learn from the stream. Finally, we have a channel that is useful in South Africa. DJ Laza SA. Thank you so much, bro. Musa Wake Kumete says, you're capable of being a radio DJ. I'm enjoying your stream. Listen, check this out. Let me show you me being a radio DJ. We are live. Call me right now on 068 041 8662. That's 068 041 8662. Khuluma na yeke esho lapho ke ufana uMaraza ethi angisabaleki. Ngoba yake echake lapho esakuphuma ufana uMaraza nemazi ke uphuma khona le kwandonga ziyaduma ekholi kodwa udabuke sitenga umfana ethi khuluma ethi hey, khumbula ngisakhula umkhulu wekhulekile ikhaya elikhulu. Uyazi ke bafana be-hip hop kulesi ithi kuzanamhlanje sayithanda ke babukeli nabalaleli emakhaya mangabe hip hop yethu ikhuluma ngezinto nathi esizaziyo. Esho ke umfana lapho uMaraza ethi ayi ungasabi musu kubona kuba igqwala. Uyazi ke khona lapho kuKhosi FM 326 ntambama njalo ngomsombuluko nangolesihlanu sobohleli nami ke uLentuza Njomane. uLentuza Njomane ke uDJ wakho omusha uqavile khona lapho kuKhosi FM. Yazi ke sitshela ke la ukuthi cabakani ngale ngoma sikhona lapho kuFacebook nakuTwitter usithide usitshela ukuthi uthanda Maraza hashtag angisabaleki esho khona lapho ke umvada Come on. Come on. Come on, don't hate on me. Come on, don't, come on. Come on, Spun Game. Spun Game. The Collective. Angkashegini. Angkashegini. Batsheleni. Ngajabulani futhi lapha isiZulu ngisikhipha ngama nerves. Ngiyaziqhenya ngokwazi isiZulu mana futhi nginihlula nonke. Odd Experience says, power to this initiative. This is a proper show. We all relate. Big shout out to you, my brother. Thank you so much. Maraza raza yekela ukungibhaza maraza wafika eKaslam zokugwaza. Yeyeni. Konje leo Shandisleo. That is ringing so many bells, bro. Who was that? I remember that. I remember some guy dissing me like that. Sabi, Maraza, I am ready. Let's get it already. Drop nale. That is goat level. You've clearly been watching for a long time, Sabi. The king and a lady. Pella is stuck and the rain's getting heavy. Bese kuthi-ke ulentuzana. Umusa wenkosi Jobe show ukuthi he feels like I'm capable of being a radio DJ. Damn, African moms are gangster, bruh. Moonlit. Yeah, wathatha spam mfana wa esikoleni naso. Which is weird because she was also pretty abusive. She raised us with fear. Shy up, you guys, I would never in one day would I ever discipline anyone I love the way my mother used to discipline me. But I love her. It's all in the past now. Anyway, talking about being like other kids, I've found out that there's a lot of people in varsity who are there because they're expected to, but their hearts are somewhere else. Yebo. Poverty saved me from varsity. I didn't want to go to varsity, and my situation didn't allow me to. I wanted to pursue music, so no one could tell me anything because they couldn't give me the alternative in any case. So abazali bami, my elders, we hardly lived together. But basically my aunts who were responsible for me at the time, they couldn't say anything because okay, you know? So they never said anything. It's like, oh, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm doing this. They're like, oh, okay, good luck. Power when I'm to says already. Vumani Mtembo gave me 5 flame emojis. Hey, I didn't know much about you, but I've seen your recent work and I love it. I found beauty in my scars. I don't know what your YouTube name is, but you're posting from YouTube. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you, bro. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're subscribed and there's more to come. Maraza Raza Yegela. Yeah, I remember that. I wonder, Pimangelo Satan. Which one? Power to this initiative. This is a proper show. We all relate. Sawana Hotman Kennedy. What's up? K Trinity or something. Ustabi, what's worse is people watching you while getting beat up and no one does anything. Happens all the time. It's terrible. It's worse. Guys, I'm staying with Inres. I'm truly inspired by you. Oh, the guys I'm staying with Inres are truly inspired by you. People like you are hard to find these days. And please, keep it up. I like your new song and your streaming. Thank you so much to I Found Beauty in My Scars. Andy was Kobu. Please drop new music and help in uplifting new artists. That's exactly what I do every single Tuesday. The Collective. The Rukosi voice. I nailed it. Rukosi FM Raja. What time? My mom gave me one message when it came to police. Fight back and don't allow these kids to run your life. I do think that's good advice to a degree. Whenever it's capable, whenever you're capable, whenever it's possible, you should always fight back against police because you become a tastier target. But also, I think it's very important to encourage young people to pick their battles. We don't necessarily have to win. We don't necessarily have to solve everything with physical. Even if we don't have to answer physical altercation with physical. Not all the time. There's spaces where you don't have a choice. But we need to build a community where umchita ingane yomfana uma eceba enye ingane yomfana ukuthi le ngane yomfana iyangihlupha, that boy must not be seen as weak. And that's the current society we live in. That's why people kill each other like they do. Umuntu uthi mangabe hlupha omunye, we make it so that the victim feels ashamed for feeling like a victim. And that allows the perpetrator to flourish. ABT says, you said you'll be ready in your own time. But this time I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's get it already. Yep. I am ready. It's going to be coming out. It's going to be part of a new project that's going to drop very soon. And depending on how the fear does its thing, I'm going to do my very best to make sure that I do not allow that to run me. Okay? I'm not going to allow that thing to run me. So that's definitely going to come out. I want to show you guys the in-studio vid that's inspiring ABD to tweet all the things that's tweeting me. Mama said if they throw stones at you, you better throw them back. That's true. But an eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind. So just keep that in mind. That we can only do so much to each other for so long before we're all dead. If violence is only met with violence, there'll forever be violent. There will forever be violence. So, come on, man. Where is this thing? Let's find this thing. I really want to play it for you guys. We are live. Call me right now on 068 041 8662. That's 068 041 8662. Talk to Maraza on stream.
In the streets, yeah, I was on them beats, yeah. Bitch, I was in the building. They threw me off, I landed on my feet, yeah. They couldn't believe it. I was barely breathing. They thought I was dead, so how could I believe it? How could I be running up the streets at night? How could I even be flying enough to reach that height? Ay, manje mkagazile ngathi ngipiko. Go, bebe funa ngifukuza ziluko. Go, bonga bathakathi bathi ngwinilo. So, vuka njalo kuseni ngidlibilibo. Kusifikelele izinja zami. Toluthethelele nezitha zami. Sebekhuluphele bebedla ngami. Mase ngiphumelele bazozwa ngami. Angikhanyiseni, yeah. Sebumnyameni, yeah. Angisabiseki, yeah. Angisabaleki, yeah. Angikhanyiseni, yeah. Phume emnyameni, yeah. Phume emnyameni, yeah. Angisabiseki, yeah. Angisabaleki, yeah.
Big shout out to Offensive Mwase. He's like, Baba, drop the link to these songs or we burning the studio down. The link is definitely out, my brother. But I was actually terribly delayed. My distributor, everybody, my distributor delayed me in terms of getting the song to iTunes and the likes. Maraza Angisabalegi. I keep checking for it. It should be up in a bit. Yeah, but Apple Music, you're going to get it very soon. Ow. All right, well, it's going to come in very soon. It's going to come in very, very soon. Big shout out to everyone who has been bumping it on Audio Mac and streaming it. Move close and embrace you. Brothers with the weakest spine, move close and embrace you. Rams 18 April World says, good one there. Less violence, more peace, definitely. Wonder Beat says, I remember when you dropped that ish was fire though. It's crazy because then a rap It's crazy because then a rap song became a hit not because of a beat and a big name, but because of talent behind it. That's very true. It is a lot more critical back then. Will the hard copy of your work be coming? Yeah, I know, but I'm nostalgic like that. That's amazing. This guy was like, will a hard copy of your work be coming? And before you say, no one does CDs. It's like, yeah, I know. Nostalgic. I am definitely going to be creating hard copies of my music everywhere. And I would really love to sell them by hand. I want to shake the hand of any and everybody who buys my music. And so hard copies are a great way to do it. I'm going to make the hard copies some collectible editions. Let's see. Do I have a lady here? Oh, I want to play you guys something. Check this out. This was a beat that as I'm preparing to go, I'm about to end the stream. I think we've had a very nice discussion back and forth. Shout out to everyone who's been engaging in it. Shout out to Wonder Beats. Shout out to Stabi. Thank you so much, Ofente, for dropping in and watching once again. And I took all of your advice yesterday, man. I'm definitely going to be applying it. Believe me, I will. I thoroughly appreciate that. We need to... Okay. Lindy Naidu says, in life, things turn upside down and you question if there are even true friends out there. Some time back... Oh, wow. It's another one. Lindy Naidu. Puma Satan. Puma Satan. Mseti versus Mafereza. What's going on? What time? When are you releasing an album? I'm going to release the album sometime soon. I'm going to start with an EP. I'm going to start with an EP titled Lost and Found, the EP, which is going to have Angisaba Legi. Before I go, just one or two exclusives for you guys. This is a verse I did for a joint that Duncan was supposed to drop. He never dropped it. I don't know why. It was called Scuva Nation. And I want you guys to hear it. Let me know what you think. Very rough. Raza. Spillion. Vele ngisaliphakamisa ilokishi and ngibasanganisile abosisi ungene kwamaphuma xeke ubhodisa still deliver raw hits ukudla umrapper sekwanginonis abebethethe ikaka sebayihoxisa I'm back with a bang bitch bang in the bag bitch bag in the bag witch smell like a mad witch damn it the venomous manner with which I handle these rappers is really hazardous every bar is increasingly cancerous isn't just luma kuphela sikhonkothi tell your favorite rapper bow down ikhonkosi I go bananas a food King Kong funding, you gon' run out of break fluid trying to stop my wins in Gosini sick belele, been sick belele, Jimin Tegele, Ding is better. I rose post the odds, I'm the promo for hope, flow so close to God, I'm a part of the Pope. Yeah, wait now. That's all I'm gonna tease you with for today. That's all I'm gonna tease you with. Alright? That's it. We've reached the end of the stream. I appreciate every last one of you. Sbongza, of course. I have to always bring the bars. I'm gonna choice. And I'm feeling any choice. Are we ever going to see a feature Nasty C and MT? Are we ever going to see a feature between of Nasty C and MT? Ubuza Ustabi. I mean, I really hope so. But it's a two-way street. It's not just me who has to want it. So do the other homies. And I'll tell you now, I do want it. I have reached out multiple times to both of them. There has been music, Yamin or MT before though. So actually, I do think, okay, I'm going to do this. Hold on. This might get me into trouble. this is how I'm going to end the show. I'm going to end the show like this. I'm going to play this joint, right? And I'm not going to say anything afterwards. I'm going to shut off my face camera, and I'm going to read all of your comments, and I'm going to comment with my voice, and that's going to be the end of it. This song was supposed to come out. It didn't come out because I was charged quite a heavy amount by Ambitious Entertainment. And when I mean heavy amount, I mean a lot of money. A lot of money. Way more than 50,000 rands. Way more. And I mean, I do think that MT is worth it. Definitely. I just couldn't afford it at the time. And I was hoping that at least our previous relationship would count for something. I didn't want to drop the song immediately after he left Ambitious because everyone who had songs that were not released was doing it at that time. Personally, because I know him personally, he's my brother, I just felt like it would come off as a bit leechy, as me, trying to capitalize like the other people, like some people, like it might seem some people did. And I'm not saying that they did, but I'm saying that in his position, it's easy for it to be seen as that. In other people's position, in other people's eyes as well, with everything that was going on in MT's career, it was easy for it to be seen as that. But once again, I think the fear came into it. I was afraid of looking like that because that's not who I am, and I know it wouldn't be because of that. Yet, the fear of appearing that way made me not drop this song. So, I'm going to play you the song right now. Hold on. Here it comes. This is Maraza featuring MT. Produced by... Wait, what? Yeah. Produced by Rav. Alright. That's it. I'm glad the number of people has decreased. I don't want it to be a lot of people hearing it. Take a listen. And I'm going to respond via voice, but you're not going to see my face anymore. My dream gon' bite me, shit bite me, still I'll be okay. Dentro pego into escachana. Impumelelo, my fear testabana. Hey, umumbon my old lady. Tell my mama that I made it. Through the curses and the hate. Tell my mama that I made it. Umumbon my old lady. Tell my mama that I made it. Through the curses and the hate. Fuck a nigga really made it.
23 years old, made it in the city of gold. Some niggas was cold, till my story was told. Abakhola, okusala yumdali ukhona. Now we are born. I came up from chilling on corners. Yeah, the block was hotter than the sun. Izintanga zami ziyabhoda. Uqinile nkosi ngiyabonga. Maruyazi indoda ifela khona. Umama wacishe washona. Ngavuke emaqandeni ngashona khona. Ngazalele emkhukhwini manje ngiyakhoma. I'm winning now, I'm living now. I'm cutting up these digits now. Haters sitting down, bitch we been around. Watch how you talk to me, nigga, tone it down. Now I'm whipping, used to hustle on my toes. They used to judge me for the fact that young and chose. I don't sleep, but see the deuces overdose. 6 a.m. up in the stool, we comatose. Spending money, cause next week we making more. Don't be fooled, we out here working, that's for sure. I'm unlikely, but I'm mopping on the khona umama wacishe washona ngavuka emaqandeni ngashona khona
Sorry about that technical issues. I don't know what
I'm
happened.
winning now, I'm living now, I'm cutting up these digits now, haters sitting down, bitch we been around,
Watch how you talk to me, homie, hold it down.
now I'm whipping, used to hustle on my toes, they used to judge me for the path the young and chose, I don't sleep but see the deuces overdose, 6 a.m. up in the stool, we comatose, spending money cause next week we making more, don't be fooled, we out here working, that's for sure, I'm unlikely but I'm mobbing on the low,
She fight me, still I'll be okay. Into kashana. Impumelelo, my feet at Savannah. Hey, my old lady. Tell my mama that I made it. Through the curses and the hate. Tell my mama that I made it. My old lady. Tell my mama that I made it. Through the curses and the hate. Fuck a nigga really made it. Slow and Zane, I'm guessing that's why they love me. Yeah, she know they love me, that's why my wifey worry. Lazy zinjas, jelly zinjas, zami, amangangami when I'm not out in public. I might smack a dummy, I might brag so mommy, you keep throwing shade and I might catch a body, I might do it to him. I really might just do it to him. I caught a bullet, I might shoot it through him. I might hit up Reaper, tell him hit up Hades, and but to me too many money is winning. So fuck what you thinking, nothing valelum young and not too long bumbo kitchen. Yeah. Mama told me there be days like this. Mama told me that these lames might diss like this. I walk through the valley of the kings and say fuck them. They'll never help me raise my kids. Shit, they know I'm finna change how the game end up. I really never came from a lame handout. I bet they're all afraid cause they couldn't calculate what would happen when my flame and the pain add up. Oh yeah, oh Baba Wangshi, I should change my life. Yeah, Nkulengo Mbila was raised by time. Oh yeah, when life gave you lemons, it gave me limes. They caught wind of my meal, now they hate my grind. Grinding always, my dream. She fight me, still I'll be okay. Intupego, into kashana. Impumelelo, my feet at Savannah. Hey, my old lady. Tell my mama that I made it. Through the curses and the hate. Tell my mama that I made it. My old lady. Tell my mama that I made it. Through the curses and the hate. Fuck a nigga really made it.